On the N64 we have the issue that we can only output 60 VI, which means that we can only output the frame every 16 to 17 milliseconds. That makes it very difficult to get a smooth experience if you are at 40 FPS or 20 FPS or whatever, which is why I want to explain real quick how this works. So if you're at 30 FPS, which is the exact frame rate of the physics, you can simply output the visual frame for every time the physics process and it will look smooth, no issue. For 60, you can insert an in-between frame between two physical frames all the time, and again, you just have to calculate the in-between frame and it will look smooth. However, you start getting issues as soon as the frame rate stops being a multiple of the VI count. So like 10, 15, 20, 60, you can make that look smooth, but you need an interpolation algorithm. At 40, you get the issue that sometimes the frames are spaced evenly. Sometimes there's just 3 frames in a row real quick, right? This is like 33 milliseconds, 16.5 milliseconds, 16.5, 33. And then at 20, you have the issue that you don't actually know which physical frame to draw, because you're gonna have a frame that exists between 2 physical frames. Now, do you draw frame 1 or do you draw frame 2? Because drawing frame 2, obviously, that'd be the least input lag. But if you draw frame 2, then you have a frame that is 66 milliseconds, 33 milliseconds, 66, right? So I came up with an interpolation algorithm that tries to smoothen any frame rate in a way that the frames look evenly spaced apart, just by making the visual output evenly spaced apart, depending on the time that passed. So let me show you how this looks in practice. Here's the frame rate counter. Right, you can see 4080 FPS. By what I just explained, it should look completely awful, but it does look somewhat fine. So I am very happy with this. Peach's Fury tried to have this algorithm, but I actually messed up something so that it would only look correct at 60 FPS. Below 30 it would look really weird, but I think I'm pretty happy with this now. Let me know what you think. Obviously the game is still gonna come by default capped to 30 FPS on N64, because the variable frame rate just doesn't really look as pretty as a stiff one. But you will be able to turn this on or off in the pause menu. Right now it's just stuck to 30 if you really want that. Right, I usually just have it unlocked so that I can properly benchmark performance. See ya!